Opportunity for me, and y'all probably think like, why is it a great opportunity for myself with being able to play in the NFL, is because this is what I always wanted to do, to help in the community and help, young kids. Ever since I was a kid, my biggest dream was to have my own rec center. You know what I mean? Still working on that. I want to give a huge shout out to my two cousins that are here, Karan and Alvin. We grew up together playing in DC in our grandma's basement, and still do stuff together. And I definitely give a huge shout out to my cousin Karan, because if he didn't put this flyer up for today's event, I wouldn't ever know about it. And I was just going through Instagram, and he put it up, and I was like, cousin, what is this all about? I want to know what it's about. And he connected me and Malcolm. I want to thank him for asking me to be a speaker. And without hesitation, I said, I'll be there, me and my team will be there. About myself, I'm born and raised in Baltimore City. So I'm a Baltimore boy. My dad's from St. Mary's County. My mom is from La Plata, Maryland, the Waldorf area. My dad's side, which my two cousins are from the DC area, and my mom's side, mostly Baltimore. So I know a little bit about, what some of you guys are going through as I floated around the room, so I went through the same thing. Graduated from high school, 1998, 365 grade point average, top 10% of my class. Received a full scholarship to the University of Virginia. I don't know if y'all aware of it, but the University of Virginia is probably one of the top colleges in the nation, in the world. And they gave me over $100,000 to come play football for them. And I had the opportunity, and I graduated from college. Thank you very much. I did get my opportunity to play with the Jets. Also played 1 year of arena football with the Baltimore Mariners back at home in Baltimore. And now I have my foundation, Table Mason Little Kids Foundation, where my mission is to get kids active, eating healthy, and promote education everywhere. I was just not too long ago, me and my publicist Erica, we was down in the Newport News at the Mike Vick weekend. I coach at Mike Vick's camp. We've been in Richmond, Pennsylvania. We've been all over the place. And I do sports fit days at schools. I speak to young kids, high school kids, middle school kids, adults. It doesn't matter to me. It's just, my main thing is to try to evolve what is going on now to stop what's going on now. I wanted to tell y'all that just to kick off, but let me backtrack, because everything has a story. Everybody has a story. I have a story. And some of the stuff I'm going to tell y'all, my cousin probably don't even know. I didn't tell him that. But when I got to 7th and 8th grade, and I'm telling y'all this because, as my team know, I like to keep everything 100. We always say keep it 100, but I'm a straight shooter. And that's why I came dressed with my short sleeves. I want y'all to know that I made it, still doing things. This is me. Like I told you, I got 36 tattoos, but this is me. This is who I am. But you don't have to be ashamed of who you are. You just gotta curve the things that you're doing to make yourself that much better. So right around 7th and 8th grade, I hit my bump in the road, and I was listening to Big Brother when he was talking about in the streets with some of the younger kids around the same time of y'all age, in middle school, about to go to high school. My mom and dad split up, and I called it my dad wanted to take a break for a little bit. So in the midst of taking a break, that's when I revved up. And what I mean by revved up, so I'm in 8th, 9th grade, I'm smoking weed, I'm drinking with my boys, I'm doing crazy stuff in the community, even sold drugs a little bit. But the thing that made me stop was I'm sitting here watching my mom whenever I want to go to basketball court. Who's taking me there? My mother. When I want her to drop me and my boys off at the mall, who's taking me? My mother. You know what I mean? Just the little things that I wanted to happen, she is doing it. So I had to take a step back, and I did this on my own to say, I can't do this to her. You know what I mean? Because she's not doing nothing to me. She's going out working every day, and all she wants me to do is go to school and then stay on point. I never did wrong in school because I knew that school was the point where, and I was smart. I thought street was, if I got in trouble in the neighborhood, the first place they're going to ask is, what type of student is he? So if you're acting up in your neighborhood and you're also acting up in school, they're going to tag you. You already tagged, so they're gonna even double tag you because, okay, what you do in your neighborhood matches what you do in school. So I played the game. Everything is a game. So A's and B's in school all the time. A's and B's, A's and B's. So if I did anything in the neighborhood, it had to, or something's not right. It has to be something else because he's doing great in school. He's on an honor roll list. He's with the principal list. He's on the dean list. But he's acting up in the neighborhood. So my thing was, I'm not going to continue to do this to my mom. I got to switch something. Something has to stop. And the thing that had to stop was myself. You know what I mean? So I took on sports. How many of y'all like sports? Play sports, everything. So I took on sports. I already had the education factor, so I took on sports. And things started to change. So I started doing better in the community or out in the neighborhood, and I matched that with what I was doing in school. So by the time I got to my junior year in high school, I got straight A's. Twice. I'm getting academic awards. I'm getting awards for football. You know, in the state of Maryland, I was ranked the top running back in the state of Maryland coming out of Baltimore, but it still was something missing because even though me and my dad had renewed that relationship, it still wasn't the same beforehand. So I'm still fighting that battle. You know what I mean? I heard some of the young guys say they're dealing with people picking on them, stuff like that. I went through the same thing. When you are a short kid and you got a gap and you walking around and everybody think they're looking good, or what Malcolm labeled this event today, GQ, you're a target. So I got picked on because I had a gap in my teeth. I didn't wear the same type of shoes and the same clothes everybody was wearing. But the thing that switched all of that, my second year at UVA, when I came home on the break, the same ones that used to talk about me, the same ones that all the girls chase and follow, stopped me in the mall and say, "Hey, man, I watch you on TV, man. I should have been like you. I should have went to class. I should have studied. I should have turned my work in." So I was the geek. I was the one that did my work, and when I would come home and didn't have no books, my mom was like, "Where's your books?" "Oh, they're in school. I did all my work already." And she like, "No, you didn't." I said, "Nah, I did all my work already." So like I say, again, what we were doing for my young fellas, we're playing a game. So they want to know, if I give you work, are you going to turn it back in? Or are you going to give me an excuse? Because the thing is, I want y'all to stop making excuses. Stop having in your mind already, Miss Smith going to want this by fourth period. I'm not going to see her until the Thursday, and it's a Wednesday, so I'm going to wait and do it third period on Thursday. But what y'all forget to realize is that if you wait to third period on Thursday to do it, you still have Wednesday to make up and the rest of Thursday to make up. So stop putting yourself behind the 8 ball and stop making excuses. Decide what y'all want to do. Decide what y'all want to be. If it's sports that you want to be and the young men just walk out, keep working at that. There's nothing wrong with being a professional athlete. But I definitely tell you, and I'm doing that right now, definitely have a plan B. And I know y'all probably heard this a lot, but have a plan B. Because football, basketball, baseball, all that stuff, it don't last long. But if you go and run out here and want to play these sports and play these games, but you don't have that plan B, or you only have your degree or your diploma, it doesn't matter. Because what's going to happen when you want to go out and get a job, yeah, they might remember you, they might have your card. You might even get people that want you to sign a card for them, but the first thing you're going to say is, "Can I have your resume? What's your education level?" If your education level is just high school and it requires more, "We can't help you today, you might want to go and try some other type of course to come back." You know what I mean? And so what you want to do is build your future. Know what's your purpose. And it's never too young, it's never too early to figure out what's your purpose in life. You know what I mean? Everybody said they want to play this sport or play that sport. So you figuring out what your purpose is, that you want to be an athlete. But if you want to be an athlete, there's other things you can think about. Think about, well, can I be a manager of an athlete? Can I be an agent of an athlete? If y'all don't realize, and what television does do to us is they paint this picture that's grander than everything. So you see the athletes with the Ferrari, you see them with the Lamborghinis, but what we don't know is the people behind this things, they had that type of money way beforehand. So the years of you beating your body up and playing all year round, because sports don't stop, or they don't stop just that once the season over with. So soon as your last game over with, especially in college, you go all year round. So you got years and years and hours of beating your body up. And there's a lot of athletes now that probably have played like 16, 17 years that are probably regretting playing that long. Because some of them can't walk. You know what I mean? They still nursing their bodies. You know what I mean? They are so caught up with having people tell them what to do every day that they don't know what to do once they finish playing sports. You know what I mean? So think about behind the scenes, being the reporter, being the agent, owning the team, business. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I had fun playing the game and being on the level of playing in the NFL and seeing some of the greats. I've seen the Ray Lewis's. You know, I've met, and some of my older guys know, I met Joe Namath, one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. I met Joe Namath. You know, I met a lot of people. And Santana Moss, me and him talk daily. We was teammates with the Jets. But the thing is, you always gotta have that plan B because it doesn't last so long. And my plan B is right now. I'm in front of y'all right now on a Saturday. You know, I could be doing anything. Any of these men in here could be doing anything else today, but we wanted to be here with y'all. You know what I mean? You have somebody like Malcolm that created this to bring free haircuts to you. You know, and like I said, I heard the brother say upstairs, we didn't have this thing. We didn't have this thing. I would long for to have this where we have people that pull us in and tell us how to eat. You know what I mean? How to act when we out in public, how to dress, the importance of education, why education is important. And one good point that he said about they building jails based off of what your behavior is when you're a young kid is the truth. And another fact that I throw out there for you, all those fast food restaurants you eat at, they are the main sponsors for prisons. The Burger Kings, the McDonald's. They're supplying money to build these jails. But how you combat that, don't do it. It's okay to go the opposite way. Like I said, I had my run-in. You know, and I did things. I'm not squeaky clean, and nobody's squeaky clean. I don't care what nobody tells you. They can say that, and they're just doing that for an image to make you smile and make them believe it. Oh, this person is great, this and that. Everybody has situations and issues, but the main fact is how you deal with those situations and issues. Are you going to keep allowing them to carry you and carry you and carry you to where you dig yourself in such a big hole that nobody wants to help you? Nobody wants to help you get out. So all I'm telling you guys is, if this is what you want to do, and you've been here all day, you have some great men tell you some things, then do it to the fullest. Do it 100%. There's nothing wrong when your friends want to go out and do something wrong, do something bad. You say, no, I'm not doing that today. I'm chilling today. There's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, with how the laws are now and how it's different for y'all now, at age 14, 13, 12, 11, you do something wrong, they're giving you grown man time. And I have seen it. I have seen it where young kids are going to jail with guys my age, guys even older. But you don't want that. I don't want that for you guys. I want that for you guys at all. One thing about me is I'm very touchable. What I mean by touchable is that you might come across a lot of athletes that play this role like nobody else matters to them because they're above everybody. I'm not that way. Any question you guys have, you know, you can reach out to me. My Facebook is facebook.com/Table Mason Love the Kids. If you have a question, you can reach me. And I guarantee you within 24 hours I will answer your question. Anything that's on your mind you want to talk about, you can reach me. You gotta say, once I get old and I'm done, I want a better world for y'all. That's the reason why everybody's here today on a Saturday to try to make it easier for y'all. So we know that it's getting tougher for y'all. It's real rough for y'all right now. So again, remember, what's your purpose? What's my purpose? When y'all leave here today, all the information y'all got today, what's your purpose in life? Because everybody have a purpose, whether it's good or whether it's bad. And my purpose is to lay around in my parents' house until I get old, and that's what I want to do. If that's your purpose, then be happy with that purpose. But don't drag anyone down with that being your purpose. But if your purpose is, I want to get old enough, I want to graduate high school, I want to go to college, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor. If I don't want to be a doctor, I want to be the one that designs the uniforms for the NFL, design the uniforms for the NBA. Do anything like this, make that their purpose, write it down. The same way you write down rap lyrics, you write down stuff and send to people, write it down. It's called a goal sheet. Write that goal sheet down and hang it on your wall. And every time you accomplish one of those goals, what do you do? Check it off. You know what I mean? When a new pair of Jordans come out, how many of y'all run out there and get those? Kevin Durant's, everything. You run out there and get them. I like shoes too. I ain't gonna lie. I like them too. But my thing is seeing the bigger picture. The same way we go run out and buy their shoes, why can't you be the one that designs the shoe? It's a good point. Why can't you be the one that make those? So they come to you, Kevin Durant come to you, like, man, I like the way you design stuff. Can you help me make my next shoe? But see, the thing is, we see the broad picture. We just see that one thing that's up there. Well, if Kevin Durant can ball like that, so I won't ball like that. How come I can't be the one that designs something for him to wear? You know what I mean? There's a lot of things behind the scene that can get you that notoriety and can get you that money and get you all those things that we like to see, and you can put your own stamp on it. And it's a lot better when you do it that way because you can sit back and say, I did it. I had that moment last summer. I'm not sure if anybody else, but in my family, I was the first one to publish and write a book. Anything, and that's probably like the best thing I ever did. And you gotta remember, I played in the NFL. I played with some big name guys. I've been to Tokyo, Japan, and played football. I've been to Hawaii and played football. But the number one thing that was near and dear to my heart, I wrote my first book. And it's available, worldwide. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes & Noble, iTunes. And when I hit the submit button to publish it, I started smiling like it was Christmas. I was a kid and got my first toy or something like that. Because we're not supposed to do that in our culture. We don't supposed to write books. We're not even supposed to like books. We go to school, first thing we do with our books is what? Slide them somewhere else. I ain't wearing books. I'm going to go ahead and walk off. Because I'm too cool to wear books. I'm too cool to carry books. We're not supposed to do that in our culture. Again, being an author. I did something that in our culture they don't see it as being doable. Because the only thing we're supposed to do is act up, play sports. That's the only thing we do drugs, sell drugs. That's it. That's all we're supposed to do, and that's the rest of our life. So think outside the box. I'm working on my second book. You know what I mean? And I reached these feats, and I'm 34 now, so I first went in the NFL at 21. I finished at 23. I played arena football at 29, and here I am, 33, and I wrote my first book at 33. So I did a lot of things by the time I got to 33, and you can do the same thing. But it's all at the same time is, how do you want your path to go? Do you want your path to go the same way everybody else go? Or do you want to be different? You know, the same way we wear the same shoes, the same outfit that everybody wear. Well, let me step out the box. Let me take that same shoe and let me put a different outfit with it. Let me be different. I've always been that way. Instead of going straight like everybody else go, I'm gonna take this off ramp. I want to be seen in a different light. Because the thing is, once you fall into a herd, you become a herd. You're the same herd, everybody walking. So when you walking and humming the same tune, they can't pick you out there. They can't pick you out that herd. But if you walk along the side of yourself and you got a different shade, you got a different attitude, you smile and your shoulders up, and you're proud of what you do, like, who's that young man over there? And that's the same way they look at me when I do things, when I go and speak at events, or when I have my own events, and I do free events. It's just, I'm sincere. That's what it is. When people say, when I look at you and hear you, you're sincere, this is what you want to do. It's the same way that I want y'all to be. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying everybody's perfect, because you're not. Nobody's perfect. We are born to make mistakes. That's what happens. The thing is, how are we going to learn from the mistakes? So what we're going to do with that mistake? We're going to take that mistake, use it as a catapult, and shoot us to the next thing. Don't get stuck on it. Don't get stuck with being angry. When you're angry, talk to somebody. There's nothing wrong with talking. Let it out. It's like I said before. I gave you my Facebook page. Send me a message. If there's something in your mind that's killing you, Tavon. You ain't call me Mr. Mason, Mr. Tavon. I was thinking about this, and can you please help me with this? What kind of advice can you give me? For example, when I did a football camp in Richmond, a dad gave me a call, or called my old publicist, my vice president now, Melissa, and said, do you think Tavon can speak to my kid? He's kind of falling off a little bit. Within 10 hours, I called his son. and he lived all the way in Richmond, Virginia, and I called his son, and I talked to him on the phone, and I gave him guidance. The reason why I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, because that's like me being your parent. I won't be like a mentor where I'm telling you, you're going to do stuff. I do this stuff. But it's all about, okay, how I'm going to take the next road to lead you to the good stuff. So I'm not going to tell you, no, you're wrong for doing that. No, I'm going to talk to you like, why did you do that? And when you tell me why you do that, then I'm going to give solutions. Instead of trying to paint you in a corner, I'm going to give you solutions to help you out of that corner. So remember, if it's not me, anybody in this room, reach out to somebody that you really trust in, reach out to them and talk to them. Because you can't hold stuff in. Even me as an adult, I've been through where I held stuff in, and the last time I was able to release anything I had was 3 years ago when my dad passed. So when he passed 3 years ago, that's when I kind of like dropped my shoulders, because I knew life was short. So I talked to him the day that he had his massive heart attack. That morning, that evening, he had a massive heart attack. And I couldn't tell him nothing. I wanted to tell him no more. So I didn't want to be painting that picture again where I'm stuck, where I can't tell somebody something, where I can't speak to somebody, I can't talk to nobody. I don't want y'all to get that way. So again, referring back to my brother right here, he said again, we're not supposed to make it past 18. Because they're saying that we're going to kill each other, or we're going to die, or our new home is going to be a 4x6 or 5x2 cell. We're not supposed to make it past 18 at all, none of us. And if we do, we're only supposed to make it to, what, 21? 24 years old. But you got brothers in here that had succumbed that. This young man right here, I sat there and listened to him talk to y'all upstairs. And y'all heard what he said. His teacher told him directly to his face he would not make it to 24. So again, that's telling you again what they think of us, how they see us. He said he's married, he has 2 daughters. This bought his first house, but he wasn't supposed to make it. They telling y'all the same thing. Y'all walk through the hallways every day with y'all come to the door. They sit there, they probably got their arms crossed like this, don't they? Here we go again. See, they laughing because they know. Same thing happened with me in my high school. My high school is predominantly black high school, and this written off. My high school don't supposed to be there. They don't think it should be there, but they cross their arms and they watch you come in, and what they're saying in their mind is, here we go again. I want to make it through this 7-hour day. So what they gonna do? They gonna make it so easy, and they want to make it seem like y'all dumb, y'all can't handle it, so they can get through that day, get our paycheck, wait for the summer roll around again. We don't have to see y'all no more. And I know it's hard to sit there when you got somebody telling you what to do, and they might get in your face, and they telling you you won't amount to nothing, because I know they say that to y'all. But the thing that y'all got to do is, y'all got to dig deep. And like I said, keep remembering what y'all want to do and what y'all want to be. Do not allow that person to take that from you. He didn't allow that person to take from him. Because he said, okay, he can tell me I'm not going to make it, but I'm going to do it. And he's done it. The same way y'all can do it. And I'm not even talking about teachers either. Even to my young brothers that are getting bullied by the other people. The reason why people bully, because it's something at home that's bothering them, and the only way they can get it out is by bringing that pain on somebody else. It's not that, okay, it's something about you that's different. It's just that they can't deal with issues they have at home because they don't have anybody. So the main way they can do it is come pick with y'all. But even those type of people, do not allow them to take advantage of your happiness. If it's something that makes you happy, do it to the fullest. You play an instrument, do it to the fullest. You get a scholarship for playing an instrument. I didn't find this out until I was about to graduate, but you can get a scholarship for writing left-handed. Right. I did the same thing. I laugh also. For being left-handed, you can get a scholarship. And you can get to school. You know how I found out about? Researching. Y'all right now have the #1 tool is a smartphone. And that phone can do whatever you want. Say it again, say internet, right? And Google. Y'all got the #1 tool. But the thing that we don't do, we don't explore. Step outside of your own comfort zone. I've been to farms. Me and my team, we just went to a farm. I don't know nothing about a farm. I'm a city boy, but we stepped outside of our comfort zone. We went to a farm. Like again, I'm a African-American, Baltimore City kid, raised near the projects, everything. But I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. eat this whole world up. It's to our disposal, but the thing is we're afraid to go outside what we're used to. Take advantage of everything. And the last thing that I want to tell y'all before I get out of here is, dare to be great. I got that on my wristband, and that's one of my mottos that I tell kids whenever I go, dare to be great. And what I mean by dare to be great, challenge yourself. If you know you're great, I know some of y'all walk around and say, man, I'm the man. I know some of y'all might, because I'm the, you know what I mean? Prove it. But prove it in the right way. And there's nothing wrong with, that's not being cocky, that's being confident. But when you do that in a confident way, you have to what? Back it up. But back it up in a positive way. If you're the man, if you're the great at drawing, do it every day. If you're the best at football, basketball, baseball, do it every day. Singing, whatever, do it every day. But dare to be great. And that means step outside your comfort zone again. Step outside the norm. You don't have to follow everybody because, okay, I just want to fit in, I think I'm cool. No, start your own trend. If it's something how you dress, good, be proud of it. Hold your chin up high. But do it 100%. You know what I mean? My thing was, I wanted to play in the NFL. That was my dream. So I knew I had to have great grades, and I knew I had to be good at school. So I did that. I didn't like school. Still don't like school. But I knew what I had to do, and what I had to do was be perfect. Did I have my slip-ups? Yep. 8th grade. Acting up in the Spanish class. And I always tell the story. I remember my mom and dad picked me up from football practice, and dad real nonchalant, real cool and chill, and tell you how it was practice. I'm going, yeah, man, I did this move, dad, spun on this dude, spun on that dude. You did? That's good. Got a call from your Spanish teacher. Skirt. I saw my heart hit my feet. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. I get another call from any teacher. You won't be doing this, you won't be doing that, mocking you the whole time. You won't be spinning here, you won't be spinning right in your room. And from that point right there, never got in trouble again. At all. It took that one time for him saying that to me, I never got in trouble again. And from that point on, through middle school and through high school, I got straight A's and B's, made the honor roll. And there's nothing wrong with making the honor roll. There's nothing wrong with being the smart guy in class. There's nothing wrong with sitting up the front. Because what I'm telling y'all now is I did the opposite in college. I got to college, I got freedom. I'm free. Parents ain't with me no more. I'm 3 hours away. The guy called me to let me know they're coming down. So, all right, if I do something, I can clean it up real quick before they come down there. But I sat in the back. Every class. Some class I would skip class. And mind you, I'm on a scholarship. 2 times in college I got a notice for about getting kicked out of school because I wanted to chill. Long top go off, I pop up, look, man, I ain't going today. And I opened my mailbox that one morning. Mr. Mason, because your GPA, this is a notice, a warning, that if you don't get your grades up, that $150,000 we gave you, free food, free tuition, free dorm, all those tennis shoes, sweatsuits, we're gonna take all that back, and y'all one-way ticket back to Baltimore. I'm like, oh man, they serious. Got my grades up. I'm chilling, got back in my cool ways. But second time, came in the mail again. And it wasn't until my 3rd year of college, when I had my daughter, my first child, that it clicked. So I'm 20 years old, and I had my oldest daughter named Jordan, and that's when it clicked. It wasn't the letters. I didn't care about the letter. I'm sorry, I didn't care. You ain't gonna take this from me. They need, my mind state, they need me. So I'm out here balling. I'm playing good. They need me. You ain't kicking me off this campus. But it wasn't until she came that I switched. Because I can't fail her. I have somebody that's looking up at me, that's smiling at me every day, that I have to take care of and show that, well, your dad not an idiot. And that I'm not going back home to Baltimore where I would call, and God bless his soul, my best friend that just got killed 2 years ago over dumb stuff for being in the streets down in Texas. Tell you no reason for you to come home. You remember such and such from high school? Yeah, got killed yesterday. This person got killed the other day. That, my daughter, was my mental switch. I'm staying here. And I picked my grades up and I graduated. The other thing that's probably one of the #1 things that ever happened to me is graduate from college. so I can walk around. I had a degree from one of the top universities in the world that I wasn't supposed to get because I was a young African-American man from Baltimore, and y'all know the same way from being from DC, we don't count. We don't supposed to make it no way because of where we're from. But I succumbed all that and passed through that and made it. But if it wasn't for my daughter, I probably wouldn't be standing in front of y'all right now. So I probably wouldn't have finished college because I wanted to be cool and chill. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with being better than what you see out here. If your friends are doing something that you know is not right, there's nothing wrong with, I'll catch y'all later. Like I said, I'm just like y'all. I have best friend, he's like a little brother, been locked up since 2012. No, actually like 2009, 2008. And I would go visit him before he was locked up. And if you have a true friend that's in that life, they'll tell you to leave. And he would tell me, leave. I'll holler at you later. That's a true friend. Not the one that's gonna drag you in, oh, come do this with me, or come on man, come over here with me. No, he was a true friend. Locked up, still locked up for the last 6 years. So I don't want y'all to think that, okay, just because I play the NFL, that my life is that much better than yours. It's not, I go through the same thing, been through the same things, and still going through it, 34. People dying, people being killed. You know what I mean? God bless his soul. Our cousin was killed 2 years ago because he was in life. So I'm no different than y'all. Well, what I did, what my cousin did, and my cousin, I was in college now, we decided that we're not gonna go down that road at the same time. I'm not gonna judge who's in that lifestyle because it's not fair. Because there are people just like us, but just that we decided to come a different way. So don't be afraid to step outside of what you see and say, well, I'm not gonna do that, I got a bigger plan. And you can be there with me, or we can work together. You can help me create something. You can help me make my foundation and what I do even that much bigger. But use it to your advantage. Don't just do it when you're behind closed doors because none of your friends can see it. Do it in front of your friends because you don't know who you're helping. So if you're sitting there designing clothes or designing sneakers or designing logos, that person sitting next to you probably think like, wow, I'm gonna start doing that. Because even though you're young, believe it or not, you might be a role model for the next person. You might be a role model for a younger person. The stuff you learn today on how to tie a tie, you might be a role model for the next person. You come to school with your tie, they're like, man, who did that? And you know what boost you give somebody, you tell them, I did it myself. You're in middle school and high school, and you already know how to tie a tie. And believe it or not, they're gonna ask you, can you teach me how to do it? So when they tell you that somebody's always watching, you never know who's watching. You never know who you're helping by doing what you do. So again, to close up, fellas, dare to be great. And from this point on, find out what's your purpose. What's your purpose for your life? What's your purpose for yourself? And where do you want to go? And like I said, again, any questions, just a rap to me. Facebook.com/Tyrone Mason Love Kids. My website is TyroneMasonLoveKids.org. I'm on Instagram. I'll talk to you.